How to use the Kanban view with Clickup. Hey everyone and welcome. I hope you're all doing great. In this video, I'll show you step by step how we can utilize the Kanban view, which is honestly my favorite when it comes to team management. It's going to be very easy to use, and I will show you exactly what you need to know. So if you don't have a Clickup account already, you can create one for free from clickup.com. Just go to this website and click on sign up, and you should be able to get started, and you should be able to create a Kanban view for your project. So I'm just going to log in and show you right away how to use the Kanban view and compare to the other views what's unique about the Kanban one. So let me just log in and show you all that you actually need to know. Okay, great. So to get started, the first thing is that you will need to create a space. A space, you could think of it as a project, and within that project, you can do plenty of things, including creating a different list of views. So we're just going to click on create space from the bottom left, and I'm just going to give it a name, which is test space, of course. Okay, there you go, space, and then you can also give it an icon if you want. Yeah, it's not really important here. I'm just going to leave it as it is. I'm going to make it private as if there's anybody else here, but you can just make it private or public, and then I'm just going to click on continue. Now here, if you just created your space, you're going to make sure you set up the different views that are available. Now, the first thing here, if you just click on default views, you're going to have list, which is going to be always required. And then you also have board, calendar, activity, and you're not going to find Kanban, which is a little weird, but the thing is, the board view, which is this one right here, it is pretty much the Kanban view. It's just, with ClickUp, it's given a different name. Even later on, you should be able to see that they say, that it is actually the Kanban view. So it's going to be exactly what you want. And then you can add more things like calendar or Gantt and so on. But what really matters is that we have the board view. Once this is done, we simply just click on done, like so, and we simply just click on create space. If you want to set up more things here, which is also going to make a difference with the Kanban one, the status that you have. So we have to do, in progress, complete. Maybe we can add something else, which is going to be under review. Now you can add the statuses over here, or you can add them later on. So if you missed this, you can again do it later, and you should be able to also find them. So this is going to be within the active, and then we can also do redo or something. I'm not sure. You can give it a different color, so we can do this. For the done one, it's going to be ready to send or something, and we can just make it yellow. And we forgot about this one, which was the what was it again? Okay, so I added to do, in progress, under review, returned, ready for delivery, and complete. Again, this is actually going to matter. Again, if you don't want to do it here, or you missed this, you can create statuses later on. But we can simply just click on apply changes now. And now that we have the default view with board and we have task statuses good to go, we can simply just go ahead and create space. We don't really need to do anything else for this specific tutorial, at least. So once we open up the actual space, you're going to have the different views over here on the top. So we have overview, list, board, which is the Kanban one, and we can actually see that over here. If you click on plus view, you should be able to see board equals Kanban. It's pretty much the same thing. So simply just click on board, and this is going to create or open up the board here for you. And you can actually see we have the to-do bucket, in progress bucket, under review, returned, ready for delivery, and then complete. So these are going to be buckets. I'm just going to call them buckets. And under each one, you can add tasks, and each task is going to have its own different set of rules or assignees and so on. So to get started, we are going to start with the to-do one, which is, the basic one. And we can start adding tasks to that and assigning it to people. And then with us, or, the team members that we have, they can use this Kanban view very easily and move tasks from each bucket to the according one. So to start, I'm just going to go to the to-do bucket and click on add task. This is going to allow me to create my first task. So I'm just going to go ahead and give it a name, which is going to be water the plants or something. And then you can see, you can simply just save. You can, I know you can actually see add the sign and stuff, but we can just save so we can have more options. And then you click on it. And then once you click on it, you're going to be able to add plenty of things to this task. So on the right side, we're going to find the comment section for this specific task. So you can, relay information in here. So if you want to add some descriptions or information or more information about this task, you can do it through the comments. And then from here, we can set up more things. For example, the status is going to be pretty much the buckets, which we can change from here. So if you just click on this, we can actually change it to in progress or any other one. I'm just going to leave it to the to-do one. If you want to set up dates for this task, so if you want to start set up a start date and a due date, you can feel free to do it from here. You simply just click on either one of them and then select the due dates, which is going to be April 23rd for some reason. Next up, we have time estimate. So if you want to use this, you can feel free to also do it, but I'm just going to leave it empty. Tags are going to help you and your team be more organized. So you are going to have to discuss with your team how you actually want to use tags accordingly, so you know exactly what you're looking for. But it's not necessary, but it is great to have tags. It's going to be very helpful, especially if you want to also automate the process. It's going to be helpful with tags. Next up, which is very important, the assignees. You can go ahead and assign a person for this task, meaning they are going to be the one responsible to finish this task. And then you also have a priority section, which you can make it urgent, high, normal, or even low if you want. Which is going to just, stress the urgency of the actual task. Track time if you want, and relationships to other tasks. So if you want to do this, you can just go ahead and set this up, and it's going to pretty much semi-automate the process for you. So whether it's going to be waiting on a different task to be completed, so for this one to go through, or it's blocking another task, so once this goes through, the other one goes through. Line task, link doc, we have other things here that you can work your way around with relationships. And then underneath here, you're going to have more things like custom fields and obviously attachments. If it's a file and it is ready to go, you can just upload the file. So within the actual Kanban view, it's going to look something like this. You're going to see the dates, you're going to see the actual assignee, you're going to see the priority of the task, and it's going to be under the bucket to do. So let's say I was the assignee and I see that, okay, this is my task. What I'm going to do is just go ahead and grab it and move it to in progress. You simply just drag and drop. And once you do that, it's automatically going to change the status for you. So if you click on it, you can actually see that the status changes to in progress right away. And now, you're actually doing your work. You're finishing up the entire thing. And let's say it is now actually done. And we have an under review column here, or, a bucket. So what we can do is just go ahead and drag this here, click on it, give it the actual file. So just upload file, click on upload file like this. Let's just say this is the pretty much project done, and now people review it. And once they are happy with it, you can, they can just move it to ready for delivery or complete. So you can just go in and do this, or mark as complete by hitting this. If you don't, if you want to make it easier for yourself, you just do this, and it's going to be completed. So now anything within the complete is pretty much done. You don't need to do anything with it, and it's good to go. And you have also more buckets here that you can add. Now, if you want to add another group, you can just simply click on the add group button, but this is not going to work for me because I have already created the different statuses from that section. So I would need to actually create statuses again and then add them as a group. So now you simply just want to repeat the process. You simply just add your tasks in here. You can just simply create them. So task 1, task 2, task 3, and then you add your information, for example, the assignees, and so on. And let's just talk about more things here that you can do. It's pretty much, you have more things like filters if you want to use them, which is going to be very, cool to actually use if you have a lot of things within a Kanban view. You have a lot of assignees and stuff. You can do it with even sorts. If you want to sort by assignee, you can just do that. So it's going to also have, more options here. And if you want to add more groups here, and if it is, stuck like mine because it is a bunch of status, instead of, having it to be a normal group like with assignee or stuff, what you need to do is just simply go to the space that you have, click on the three dots next to it, click on space settings. Once you click on that, you should be able to find task statuses, and you can find the active statuses that we have, the done statuses, and also the closed ones. So you can just simply click on add status, give it a name. So this is a test one, and I'm just going to make it gray and click on save and click on apply changes. And it should actually pop up here for us if we restart. So it's going to actually show up here for us. Okay, so it actually didn't work. Even after the restart, it did not actually show the thing. I'm not sure whether it's stuck or not. I think it is, but if it's not working for you and the statuses are not changing and adding the new one, in this case, what you need to do is just click on any task, like so, and click on status, and click on the actual status that you have, so under review. And then from here, you should be able to find statuses, and you can have you can find the gear icon here. If you click on edit statuses, it's going to say inherit from space, and you can actually see the one that we just added did not actually, add here. So what we can actually do is click on use custom status, and then from here we can just go ahead and create a new one. So you can just click on add status and give it a name. It's just going to be added. So let's just add one. So we can just do stop or something. It is pink, so I'm just going to leave it as it is, and we're good. So we can just click on apply changes, and now it's just going to, I know, because, we have tasks underneath, other statuses which are not going to be available yet. So I'm just going to leave it at stop and click on done. So the tasks are going to move to the new one. And if we exit out of here and now hopefully restart, so it should actually change, and we should be able to find the new statuses instead of the old ones. And it should actually apply the changes for you. As you can see, we can see that we have the new buckets here. More things that you can actually do instead of creating your custom ones. If we go back to the same page here, you can actually go to use custom status, and you have multiple different templates that you can choose from. So you have content, so if this looks good for you, you can go with it, Kanban, and so on. So you can actually go for any of them and apply them. Just make sure you move the previous tasks to new buckets, and that's pretty much all you need to do. And then again, you can feel free to just use Kanban as you would, and you're good to go. So hopefully this video made sense, and you know how to use Kanban exactly how you actually wanted, and you're happy with this video. And thanks for watching.